welcome back to this week's edition of Ask Ron, where Ron here answers all of our Gold Club members' questions as they come in. Got Ron here with me. How are you doing today, Ron?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Awesome. Well, guys, do remember that this is a benefit for our Gold Club members. So if you do have any questions, go to the forums tab in the Gold Club and make sure to ask them there, and we'll get to them next week. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started with the first one from Tony and Angie Stewart.
Of course.
They said, what communication/contact should I have with the seller after the contract has been signed and the actual closing to help ensure that they make it to closing successfully?
Well, one of the contacts is going to be your closing agent contacting them, which surely they would believe that you're ready to close. But it wouldn't hurt to keep in touch with them maybe once a week and just tell them what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have a question from Francia Pierre, and he asked, would love to know if you could do a quick 5-minute explainer video on the PAM chart and maybe go into quick detail on when and why each strategy should be selected.
Well, maybe that would be later, not today. I don't even have a PAM chart in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Next question comes from Rudy Lopez. He says, what is the easiest entity to use? I know there are new recording laws coming soon for LLCs, and I don't really want to create an LLC. Is there another easier type of entity to create to serve as a trustee? And this was...
No.
Okay.
No. If you're going to do a land trust and you're going to put a property you already own in, that's so simple. Just fill out the deed and go record it and come home and fill out the trust agreement, each of which will take you at least 5 minutes if you take a look at it. But the LLC, if you're going to do business, you're going to need an LLC. You might as well just form at least one and get over it, okay? You got to have an entity to do your business in for a whole lot of reasons. So not hard to form an LLC. I would prefer you get Bob Bloom to do it, but if it's going online and doing it yourself or nothing, then go online and do it yourself. You're going to need an LLC. And I don't remember you telling us what state you're in, but don't forget there's a state fee every year for an LLC. Like in Florida, it's $150. So you're going to need that. You're going to need an EIN number. They'll get you an EIN number, and they'll approve a name that you come up with for your LLC. So you should have 2 or 3 of them. And when you get the EIN number and you get the name, you've got an LLC. You still have to get an operating agreement and fill it out, but you can get that. Yeah, I think we've even got that on the Gold Club, if I'm not mistaken. But if we don't, they're all over the place online.
Oh, cool. Next question comes from Walter Bueller. He said, if we sell our paid-for home and property to our land trust, how will we enjoy the major benefit of privacy, as much as only the seller's name goes on the deed of trust recorded at the courthouse?
Well, Walter, you're confusing a deed of trust with a deed to a trust, okay? A deed to a trust only has the seller's name, the seller's signature on it. A deed of trust is a totally different document. A deed of trust is a lien against the property, like a mortgage. A deed to a trust literally transfers title from you to your land trust. You don't need anybody's permission to do that. There are no chances of any bank calling a loan due because it's against federal law. You can put your property into a trust for estate planning purposes. They can't call a loan due. You have privacy because nobody knows who the beneficial interest is. And you have avoidance of any kind of a lien attaching because a lien against you cannot attach to a property you do not own. If you put your house into a trust, the trust owns the property and you may own the trust. There's no reason not to do it, and there's no reason for you not to have an LLC. And if you're going to get active, you're probably going to need more than one. I have a whole course on that, by the way, on the Gold Club. It's called 4 LLCs. Look it up and watch it. And it tells you what you need and why you need them.
Perfect. And the kind of piggybacking off of that, Ron, how much does it cost to set up a land trust?
It costs, in Florida, it costs $7 transfer tax and about $20 in recording. That's what it costs.
Okay. And can you pay someone else to set your land trust up for you?
You can, but if you'll take a look at the deed, you'll find, you'll laugh at yourself for paying somebody else to fill out that deed because it's pretty self-explanatory. And the same with the trust agreement. I mean, you can get them right on the Gold Club, and again, you got a whole course on it on the Gold Club. So go take advantage of the things that you've already got for free, assuming you're a member. By the way, if you're not a member, ronsgoldclub.com. Go and sign up right now and become a member. foolish not to if you're even watching this video.
Perfect. Well, Ron, that's everything that I have for you. Is there
All right.
anything else that you wanted to say to the people?
Slow week, huh?
Slow week.
Well, we got a couple of free events coming up. On the 23rd of this month, I got an event coming up about handling the closing calls, which will include the 14 mistakes people make on the telephone and how to answer anything the seller asks you. And we'll be practicing during that thing, and it's free. It's about 5 hours long. And in fact, we're even going to make live calls to sellers for you if you'll send us leads. And how do they get to that? I don't know.
I'll include the link down in the description too. And
all right.
did you want to say something about the summit you got coming up too?
I'm getting there. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we got a summit in August. It's a 3-day event with some really, really qualified professionals on there. I'll be teaching some, and then I've got some people that I really, really trust with good information that would apply to you to help you make more money, protect more money, and many other subjects. It's called the Real Estate Summit, and it's free, and it's 3 days long. So go register for that as well.
Perfect. All right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Go do something.